It's Friday. Woohoo! We made it. We made it. We made it to Friday. We're going to ignore the nonsense from the news claiming that TikTok's being banned. We know it's not. We know it's not actually going dark. We know all those people are not going to lose millions of dollars that they could be getting from all of us by having this app stay around. They are bluffing and pulling bullshit. Do not focus on it. Dear spirit, benevolent beings of light, what does the viewer need to know? Wow. That came jumping out. Ow! Like that. Like that. What's with that accent, too? What the F? What the F, yo? You got some weird shit going on. Let's get it on. First of all, I will tell you, your ancestors are absolutely fired up. I have, like, so many different accents going on in my head. Ooh, child. Yeah. 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 You make me feel. Okay, so, first of all, your ancestors are literally ravenous dogs, sharks, vultures, condors. Like, there is a level that they have, many of them have jumped to, not your peaceful ones that are zen and just om in the background, but we're talking about the ones that have been waiting around to like step up to the plate. They are like ravenous and ready, and they're like going after whatever is messing with you, stopping you. I have all sorts of different, because there's so many of you, your spiritual team, your ancestors come from so many different lineages. I'm seeing so many different type of tribesmen and things. But one of the references is James Brown, big payback, big old stick smacking. They're handling this. They're ripping things apart. And I'm hearing in so many different languages, like, not my child of God, not my kid, not my special one, not my lineage. Like, there's a lot of that going on, because you have been dealing with so much that they're like, oh, hell no. Because they saw this happen. And then instead of you raging out, they're so proud of you. You grieved the fact that anybody could be that evil. 222 as I said it. You were always and are extremely intuitive. You are a hero unto yourself, and it just didn't feel like it at first, and you had to get stronger. So it's one of the reasons why your ancestors weren't revved up until this point. 1100 as I'm saying this on the clock. Wow. So what they're doing is handling this, because there was, and I'll say was because this person will not be existing much longer in your reality, or maybe in this realm at all. I just heard 6 feet down, 6 feet below. Ain't gonna find the bones no more. Because how dare anybody try to mess with your happiness, your victory, and your true love? It's coming in, baby. I'm telling you, I'm getting like, I have to be careful what words I'm using. There's a lot of like, all of the ancestors are awake. They're already, it's almost the, I'm getting moments where it's like waking the Titans from Hercules, and the ancestors that woke up from Mulan to fight, and so many references like that. You get where I am, but I keep holding on to these two, because these two can't go. Nothing anybody tried to do, this raging piece of crap. King of Pentacles in reverse is could be an earth sign, could have acted stable, definitely not stable. Definitely got money problems, as well as maturity problems, as well as self-esteem problems. They want to read for filth, but we're not doing that. Now, this is not necessarily just one individual. It could be a problem unto itself that wound up manifesting because of shady motherfuckers. No matter what, I don't know if you can hear my coffee pot in the background. I apologize if you're like, what the hell is that sound? You have a new timeline full of true love, a new love that will lead to, and first of all, the fact that they made me use this deck, and this is the imagery on the 6 of Wands, when usually it's a knight in golden armor with like a staff and like a wreath on a horse. So the fact that it's this one, everything has been working towards bringing you your happiest timeline, your truest best, you and your divine mate. There is a King of Wands and a 6 of Cups with the Nine of Swords, I was right, and Eight of Cups in reverse. So for too long, you didn't walk away and you stayed in very unhealthy energy and mindsets having to do with this narcissist, toxic manipulator. Also, I see it as a time period where you were stuck in patterns that weren't working, mindsets that were limiting, all having to do with your money, your career, your finances. You definitely could have had people trying to sabotage this that was causing you such anxiety and problems. There were moments where you're like, no, I can't walk away yet. This isn't done, or there's not the sign yet to move on. The sign's there. You're good. You can move on now, they said in a very calm tone that I don't normally come out with. It's a very matriarchal, like, yeah, you can go now. You can do what you need to do. Go ahead. Shoo, you got this. Page of Swords, once again, I just want to remind you, you're intelligent, you're intuitive. So we're not doing, oh, gee, maybe I'm wrong, when some raggedy piece of tries to, or has been trying to make you feel like it's you. This is a narcissist. A Queen of Swords in reverse is a illogical, toxic, narcissistic guano of a person. So you had at least one toxic masculine and at least one toxic feminine that were energetically, as well as possibly in the physical realm, trying to mess with you, trying to cause anxiety. I do see for some of you, they did spell work or they hired somebody to do spell work. For some of them, they thought they were capable of doing the spell work themselves until it backfired, and now they can't get stuff to stop happening in their house. If you're watching this, you might actually have people come up to you and be like, I keep hearing the weirdest stuff about such and such a person. Really, what? And you'll hear like, every time they wake up, there's like dishes broken now, or like shit's moved around, or there's like smell, and you're like, oh, how weird, I want to rock a bird. Don't help them. Don't tell them. It's gonna be so good. For others, I know you're not caring about like what their downfall is, but I want you to understand, as you're hearing people having these devastating problems, and you know already in some way, shape, or form that they were not a good person, or you always wondered because you're like, I don't know, everyone said they were great, but I never really got a good energy, or they always kind of kept their distance from me, which only happens when someone doesn't want me to see the narcissist, toxic manipulator, abuser they are. And then something devastating happened. You're like, oh, it's one thing after another for that person. They're getting their comeuppance, so to speak. If this is a very loving person, and obviously it's not the same thing, they might be actually in the midst of getting dealt some like hex work or something that needs to get cleared out. Sometimes it's just, you know, the domino effect of things that will bring you to where you need. So it's not always just demons and karma, okay? So if you've been going through a lot, it doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It means that you've been clearing out a lot, that you're at a different time level. And in your Akashic blueprint, you were meant to get to certain levels, okay? Breathe. It's going to be all right. Some of you, your whole stomach just went crazy on you. It's all right. Everything's working out beyond your wildest dreams. 10. Let me see if I can move my finger so you can see it. 10 of Pentacles. Everything's fine. 844 on the timer. You were good. This new beginning. Ace of Cups and Ace of Wands with the Strength card. All of this is working out beyond your wildest dreams. You are definitely strong enough to handle the changes going on. And the changes have happened because otherwise you would have settled in something that wasn't good enough for you. And you could say, I was fine. No, you weren't. Based on your Akashic blueprint, the things you need to do and where your true happiness is going to be, it's all a new, beautiful reality coming in because you've always been strong enough. So this new timeline that is a new beginning in both love and personal development, career growth is all going to be coming in. That brings an ultimate security, financial abundance, also a happy, thriving home life. Because remember, this isn't just money with pentacles. It's all the earthly realm stuff. So you have a beautiful reading here. All is well. Make sure you're following me on YouTube. Book your private readings. Go on my website, readingsbyloren.square.site, so that you can subscribe to the newsletter on there and you can get updates as well as discount codes so we could stay in touch no matter what. And I'm going to be on here posting anyway because this ain't going nowhere. Let's make that decision. Law of assumption. We got this. I love you. All is well.